If you always think in your own language first, then translate it into English before speaking, this video will show you exactly why that's happening and how to finally break the habit. Hi, I'm Ayla. Quick reminder, this is part of a series. So if you haven't seen the previous videos yet, please watch those first, or today's topic won't make much sense. If you're finding this series helpful, make sure to like and subscribe because there's a lot more coming. All right, let's talk about today's topic. Let me describe exactly what happens inside your head, and tell me if this sounds familiar. Instantly, your brain thinks of the answer, but in your own language first. Then quietly, quickly, your brain starts translating that thought word by word into English. And by the time you finally speak, there's a delay, a hesitation, sometimes even the wrong word order. This happens to almost every learner, and it feels completely normal. Because it is normal. But here's the important part. This translating habit isn't just slowing you down a little. It's one of the biggest reasons your English feels effortful instead of natural.
Here's why this happens in simple terms. Your first language has deep, well-worn pathways in your brain, built since childhood. When you think, your brain automatically uses the strongest, fastest path available. And that path is your native language. English, especially in the beginning, doesn't have those same deep pathways yet. So your brain does something logical but unhelpful. It thinks in the strong pathway first, your native language, and then tries to convert that thought into the weaker, newer pathway, English. This isn't a flaw in you. It's just how brains naturally work. But the good news is pathways can be rebuilt. And that's exactly what we're doing in this video. Think about it like this. Translating means your brain has to do two jobs at once. First, form a complete thought in your native language. And second, convert every piece of it into English. That's double the mental work in real time during a live conversation. That's why you might understand English quickly, but speaking still feels slow and tiring. It's not because you don't know enough words. It's because you're mentally doing two languages at the same time. Every single time you speak. The real goal isn't translating faster. The goal is skipping translation completely. Thinking directly in English. Even with simple thoughts at first. If this is exactly what happens in your head when you speak, comment "I do this" below right now. I want to see how many of you experience this exact same thing every day. Here's the first tool to break this habit. Direct labeling. Instead of thinking about an object in your language and then translating it, you train your brain to connect the object directly to the English word, skipping your native language completely. Let's practice this right now. Look around you. And instead of thinking the name in your own language, look at an object and say its English name immediately out loud. For example, if you see a cup, don't think cup in your language first. Just say cup directly the moment you see it. Try this yourself right now out loud. Look around and name 3 things directly in English, without translating first. This might feel strange at first, but every time you do this, you're building a direct connection in your brain. Object to English with no detour through your native language. I know this feels small, maybe even silly at first. Naming objects out loud around your room. But small repeated actions like this are exactly what rebuild brain pathways over time. You're not just naming a cup. You're literally rewiring how your brain processes language. Keep going even if it feels strange right now. Let's go a step further. Instead of just naming objects, let's practice simple, direct thoughts. I'll give you a situation, and I want you to try thinking the response directly in English without translating. Imagine you're hungry. Instead of thinking "I'm hungry" in your language and translating it, try forming the thought directly. I'm hungry. Say it out loud right now, thinking only in English as you say it. Now imagine you're tired. Try it directly. I'm tired. Say it out loud. Now imagine you're happy today. Try it directly. I'm happy today. Say it out loud. Notice something. These are simple thoughts. And simple thoughts are exactly where direct English thinking should start. You don't need complex sentences yet. You just need to remove the detour through your native language. Even for simple ideas. And in a moment I'm going to show you the biggest mistake people make when they try to stop translating. Because avoiding this mistake will save you months of frustration. Here's the mistake almost everyone makes when they try to stop translating. They try to jump straight to complex thoughts. They attempt to think entire paragraphs directly in English. Get overwhelmed. Feel like it's impossible. And give up on the whole idea. But direct thinking is a skill you build gradually. Starting incredibly small. You don't start by thinking complex opinions directly in English. You start with single words, then simple phrases, then short sentences. Exactly like we just practiced. If you try to do too much too soon, your brain naturally falls back into translating. Because that's still the strongest, easiest pathway. Progress here isn't about intensity. It's about small, consistent repetition every single day. Let me tell you about a student who struggled with exactly this. Every time she spoke, there was a visible pause. You could almost see her translating in real time. It made her feel exhausted after even short conversations. We didn't try to fix everything at once. We started with naming objects around her house directly in English. Just like we practiced today. Then simple thoughts. Then short daily journal sentences written directly in English. No translating allowed. Within a few weeks she told me something powerful. I said something today and I don't even know when I thought it. It just came out in English. That moment when a thought appears directly in English without any translation is exactly the goal we're building toward. Here's how to apply everything from today, starting right now. Every day spend 5 minutes doing direct labeling. Naming things around you directly in English. Spend another 5 minutes on simple direct thoughts. Like the ones we practiced. Feelings, plans, simple observations. And once a day write one sentence directly in English without translating first. Even if it feels imperfect. That's it. 10 to 15 minutes a day. Focused entirely on skipping translation, not adding more vocabulary. This single shift done consistently is what slowly rebuilds your brain's pathway toward direct English thinking. I want you to notice something important. You're not just learning a technique today. You're beginning a shift in identity. From someone who translates English to someone who thinks in English. That shift doesn't happen overnight. And it doesn't need to. Every time you name something directly. Every time you form a simple thought without translating. You're casting a vote for the person you're becoming. An English thinker, not just an English translator. Let's recap everything from today. Your brain translates because your native language pathway is stronger. And that's completely normal, not a flaw. Translating slows you down because your brain is doing two jobs at once. The fix is direct labeling and simple direct thoughts. Practiced consistently, starting small. And the biggest mistake is trying to jump to complex thinking too soon. Instead of building this skill gradually. If you've been feeling frustrated because your English feels slow or effortful, I want you to understand. This was never about intelligence or talent or not knowing enough words. It was simply a pathway that hadn't been built yet. And now you know exactly how to start building it. One small honest moment at a time. This series isn't finished yet. In the next episode, I'm going to show you how to take this direct thinking skill into real life conversations. Where things move fast and there's no time to pause. That episode builds directly on everything you learned today, so you won't want to miss it. If today's video helped you understand your own brain a little better, hit that like button and subscribe right now, so you don't miss the next episode in this series. And before you go, comment below one simple sentence you practiced thinking directly in English today. I read every single comment, and I can't wait to see your progress.